I wonder from your perspective, where you see the future of cinema going and this type of release, and just kind of your idea on that, and then where the future of theatricals going.
Yeah, well, Kevin, I've been making movies as long as you've been alive. I've been doing this, 29 years now. How old are you?
I'm 37, so that's not.
Oh, okay, just a little bit. I've always wanted to be in film. That's what I wanted to be. Those are the stories I wanted to tell from 8 years old. And so getting that opportunity over the last 29 years to do that has been a total gift. I love going to the movie theater. It was my biggest joy and is my biggest joy as an artist and as an audience member. It's one of my first greatest memories. And going into a dark space with people that you don't know and having an experience and all, the energy of that. And then you leave and you're like, whoa, you escaped for a little while. You were entertained. You had something you could relate to, or something you learned from. And then the greatest experience is all three of those things. And movies change your life. And so we have to have film in our lives. It's an art that I don't think we can live without. And do I like to watch it in my home during the time of COVID where I can be safe and still be entertained? Yes. Do I want to go to the movie theaters? Yes. When it's safe and how these guys are doing it and making it safe. But I think the life of movies, especially with this quarantine and how everyone was isolated, is going to have a resurgence, especially when it is safe for everyone to go out. People are going to, it's like records, they went out and then they're in. It's like, movies are never going anywhere.
This film really benefits from an R rating. I think the R rating is what makes this film, it feels dangerous. It feels like you're watching something you shouldn't be watching. And I really appreciate when a film goes R rated. So Deon, I wanted to ask you as a director, how freeing it is to have an R-rated environment to direct in.
Yeah, I think you approach these movies and you're free as an artist. We had the pleasure, man, of, obviously Hilary producing the film alongside with Roxanne. When you make these movies independently, you're not holding to anyone saying, oh, you got to be this and don't say that. And so for me, I'm like, I don't know any other way but to be raw and uncut. And so when I stepped into the movie with Hilary, I'm like, hey, we finna do all this stuff and buckle up. And she's like, all right. And, here we are, day 9, we're in the Las Vegas hotel, shooting a crazy scene. And I'm like, this is what the movie's going to be. It's going to be this sexy, this erotic, and it's going to make people go, I got to see this again. And I think we delivered that, man. So, yeah, sometimes R doesn't mean bad. Sometimes R means that you're going to do things that are going to make the audience excite and be in the world that we actually live in all the time. So I love that, man.